Welcome to the Wexford Football League show. Tonight we have an Oscar Traynor special. We are joined by the management and the squad. This year's squad is flying with 3 wins so far and in the semi-final at the Pat Whitty Trophy, which has a special meaning to Wexford this year, being named after the great Pat Whitty. Welcome, men. Welcome, Nicky. We have a good crew of men behind us today. We have a lot of lads you would have fought with over the years.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I never care on. Maybe the rest of them are alright, but or Raffy. But I know, Ken, I tell you, the boys are the cream of the crop, aren't they, Ken?
That's it, good crowd.
Start with you, Ken. I suppose first thing I'll ask you is why you wanted the job.
Well, I've always been involved in football in Wexford, if you understand me, and I thought it's a great privilege to manage the Wexford team. I've done it for 2 years underage, see the young lads go through and play Leinster upon the Irish jersey, go over across the war. It's nice to see. And it's just to get involved with Pat Whitty's year, with Wexford, if you understand me, and hopefully we'll do well for Pat Whitty, if you understand.
You've touched there a little bit on why you got in. So, kind of roughly, what was your background to it? Obviously you started off with underage, was out in Clubon and came through.
I started with Clubon. At first when I started, it was more about winning, if you understand me. I won most divisions underage. I won the Premier Division, but by the end of it, when you get older and queue her, if you understand me, you see it's about developing players. By the time they're hit 18, so we can take on the likes of Gorey, Mine, North End, Bunclody, because in Clubon we haven't got the numbers. If you understand me?
Yeah.
We haven't got the numbers, so we have to develop the players. If you understand me? And I think we've developed our fair few more than a lot of clubs with small numbers.
Out in Clubon, yeah. So, in fairness, you're doing a great job out there. It's the lads have built on, and then you went from Clubon then into Rovers.
Yeah, I came in. Sean brought me into Rovers, if you understand me. In Clubon, with small numbers, so we didn't have enough in age group, and Rovers, in my opinion, had the best facilities in Wexford. So from speaking with Sean and Leslie, we came in and seen the great job was in there, and we took it as senior we took the approach same as the senior team. If you understand me, we want to be the best team in Wexford. We wanted to win Leinster Championships. We wanted to win leagues, cups, and in fairness, to 4 or 5 years, Seth Tucker and Drac, I think we've done the club proud. If you understand me, we brought through a lot of young lads to the senior team. A couple went on to Leinster, if you understand me, or over to Chesterfield, if you understand me.
Yeah.
And we've done doubles, we've won Premier Divisions, we went to the Leinster final, went semi-final South East when it got called off, and we developed a right bunch of players. We had nearly, I'd say, 2 men for every position. That's how strong the Rovers 18s were when we finished.
I know you're in charge of the first team. Bit of a transitional period this year, a few good performances, a few not so good during the year, but you're going to get that with a young team, aren't you?
Well, we knew when we took the job at the start it was going to be a project, if you understand me, to bring Rovers back where they were, if you understand me. So we knew when we're coming in, it's the first time Seth Tucker and Drac sat down, if you understand me, and we knew we were not going to win a league this year, if you understand me. Every year we expect to win. We're out with a team. We're going to develop it. We said it's probably going to take us 3 years, if you understand me. And to be honest with you, we're trying to find a team, and the young lads are doing well. There's the older lads are starting to step up. Our team is only starting to come together now. Next year we'll be a different kettle of fish. We're probably a couple of players off, competing at the top, but we're happy with the progress. We think we're on course.
How are you finding it managing against the likes of these boys, like your North Ends, your Goreys? They're the cream of the crop of, I've said that already this evening, but not only in this county, they're the top clubs on national competitions. It's a tough learning curve, isn't it? Well,
I'll be honest with you, I had no issue with the lads. Same as the time I was with Wexford, I seem to get lads, everyone wants to play, if you understand me. And if you surround yourself with good men, Mick Larkin, who's done a haul, Denny Carty's done a haul, Jason, top striker in Wexford, if you understand me, very shrewd. Young strikers are learning a lot off him. Lee Keeley, goalkeeper. If you surround yourself with good men, all the players will buy in. If you're professional, they're professional. And in fairness, there's lads still ringing, making themselves available for the Oscar Traynor team, which is nice. And it's nice to see how much lads want to play.
Definitely.
You mentioned your background thing there, and I suppose everyone agree here. And Denny Carty, you're probably one of the best coaches. You have Wee's experience. Jay's have won it all, done it all. He's won this competition as well. I think the big thing with Jay for me is having someone that's won the competition. Because I think you were the only one left of the playing team from.
I didn't win it.
Were you not?
No.
Or you with Wexford?
Australia.
Yes. I thought you were on that.
Give him the. So you missed out on that one, Jay?
I did. I went to Australia in 2010. I came home. I think the lads were in the quarter final. I begged Goggy to put me in the squad.
You wouldn't put you in it?
No, and then he signed me the next year. Yeah. Should have told him where to go.
How do you find it with, like you would have played against the Gorey lads, the Mine lads, the Rovers lads, Fort Celtic. How do you find out going in, coaching all them, trying to get them to come as one unit for Wexford?
First thing we said in the dressing room was first day up in Kilkenny. That we're a team now, like when we're playing with Oscar Traynor team. There's no Gorey, Mine, North End. But sure, it's like I said to Paul, like at the start of the season, because like you always want to play with the best players or manage the best players. Like people have probably heard me saying it 100 times. I don't know how more people in Wexford don't play in the Irish junior team. I think it's an absolute joke. I know some of them can't play because they played, you know, they played League of Ireland, but like say Sean and boys across here, like how some of them haven't played for Ireland is a joke. Sorry for cursing.
No, well look, we are. That's a different. That's another show you can come on. We'll stream that at 12 o'clock and you can curse. But it is crazy when you see like what Gorey, what North End are doing in the outside competitions, that we don't get more representation, especially at a national level. Jez, it surprised you a little bit coaching the Gorey lads. Obviously, you'd know the North End lads inside out.
Yeah, but
the likes of your Rovers, Mine, the rest of the squad, has it surprised you kind of being involved?
Big
their mentality and things like
the
that?
Gorey lads are, so, like you know when you're playing against them, I hate them. They hate me.
Yeah.
But the second they come in,
I hate him every time we played.
But they're the nicest chaps you can meet. There's no animosity, no nothing. Just come in, everyone gets on, you have a bit of laughing. So next Sunday we come out, it's North End again, Gorey, it's Mine again, Rovers. We hate each other again. That's just part of life. Like.
Yeah, and just that spot there, you were on the team back in 2010. I think you're joint captain this year. How you find it?
Yeah, good again. You know, I think this squad we have this year is probably similar to that one. There's a good mix of a lot of clubs in it. I think 2010 was the same. You know, the tournament has changed so far as you have to get out of Leinster first. But, you know, we're 3 from 3, and I'm pretty sure next week, or the week after, sorry, you know, we'll be probably half favourites again, as we are probably for Leinster. And to be honest, with the blend of players we have and coming from the clubs, like, you know, Gorey now have that experience of playing in huge games. Our lads do, you know what I mean? Other lads along the road have picked up that experience. You know, I don't think there's too many out there who will be looking forward to playing us. It's
probably a little bit easier for the lads who maybe are not as experienced as you to go in and rely on you a little bit, and just picking out, say, somebody like a Rafi there or Ryan Busher. You know, like they're with clubs that now at the minute they maybe are not playing in the massive games, so the experience that they have, obviously, or that yous have, can bring them through, isn't it? So it surely helps.
Yeah, no, it is. But look, it's a two-way street. Like, you know, I think with coming with experience, obviously, you know, you have a good few years in the legs, and you know, it helps with the legs of Rafi.
Fresh legs.
You definitely need fresh legs, you know. So it is a two-way street. Like, you know, I played with Rafi in the second game, and he surprised me no end. You know, I never seen Rafi play before.
Yeah.
And after 5 minutes, I knew he was a good player. Like, you know, and he was easy to play with. He's quick, strong, aggressive. You know, so as much as people might say that we're helping them, you know, it's a lot easier for us as well. Like when you have someone who can gain up ground as quick as he can.
And the group so far, Ken, the games have been comfortable enough for you. So you've been surprised by that, or is that down to the quality of the Wexford? I think you've changed the team 3 times, haven't you? It hasn't been the same 11 gone out. I think that's a big statement.
Well, all I can say is there's a high quality player in Wexford, like every county, but I'm making every player that made herself available for this can be selected, if you understand me. And you can see we're having injuries left, right and centre. First match, we were 5 waiting on Saturday night to see. We lost Sean in the warm-up. I had changed formation, if you understand me. But you have all, as you said, top-class players that can adjust to changing formation, changing tactics, changing teams, if you understand me. And it's about for Wexford, if you understand me. It's not 11 players. It's whatever we use between now and the end.
I was up there that night in Kilkenny. It was miserable, dirty, wet night. It was nearly like the sun had just gone out when the Gorey lads were playing against Eastwall in the FAI there. But in fairness, I thought you were good that night. Kilkenny put you under a small bit of pressure during the game, but you kind of dealt with it fairly well. The most experienced man in the whole pitch got sent off, Mick Larkin. I had to get that one in. Even though he's blaming you, Jay.
Well, I was standing beside him, and I have to say, I'd say it straight how he didn't say one word. So on that one, I'll give him.
So it is Jay's fault then.
No, there was no one in the Wexford or dugout said anything. It came from the stand.
But in fairness, it was a dirty, wet night played on an Astro. He's played some nice football. I'm sure you were pleased with it. Then bringing it into the the next game against Kildare.
The first 10 minutes I thought we started slow. In fairness, Jay made a great save. If you understand me, we could have been 2-0 down, and then we put the pressure on, and probably 3-2 didn't reflect the full game if you were there, if you understand me. And not taken away from Kilkenny, but just got the goal at the end, if you understand me. But
Yeah,
the boys
maybe.
worked hard, conditions weren't good, if you understand me. And you know how it's like the 2-year managers losing.
Ex-managers.
Well, I don't know. There's stories, so we won't go there tonight, if you understand me. But
Rumours.
to lose a player like Sean Murphy in the warm-up with
Yeah.
tactics and everything organised to change it with 5 minutes to go, in fairness.
Especially, like I've said it, the boys Sean and Paul Murphy are probably Gary Delaney won't be happy when I say it, but they're probably the best centre-half pairing in the county at the minute. So like to lose somebody like that just a couple of minutes before, even though I think was Gary played that night, wasn't he? But it's a big loss there for him to drop out a few minutes before a game.
And it's, to be honest with you, it's nice to see how much it means to the lads to play, if you understand me. Poor Sean was devastated, if you understand me.
Yeah.
Do you mean, like, you take it for granted when you're involved with Wexford teams, how much it is. But the amount of lads want to play, it's unbelievable how much want to be on that Wexford team. It makes it easy for us, if you understand me. And I'm lucky that I have 6 or 7 lads looking at matches every week, if you understand me, all the way down to Division 3 up, if you understand me. I've looked at players, still looking at players, and you have Dick and James and John, and like I can go on. I mean, I have 6 or 7 looking. We're looking. The week we have no match. I'm at 3 games myself. Do you mean the last one I was with you at the Ferns match, and the mine, and went there and got the second half in Gorey, which is not easy done. You understand?
No.
This is a question for all the players. Well, I'll throw it at Connor first. You were about, I think, 2 games away last year from playing the maximum amount of games. You're going strong this year again at the FAI, and I'm sure you'll be going to Wexford Cup in the league. Is there a freshness and a break to come into Oscar Traynors for the week of it and play it, or is it a break from that pressure, or does it have its own pressure as well, trying to win the Pat Whitty Trophy?
Yeah, to be honest with you, like Ken rang me at the start of the year saying that like everyone's on board this year, and last time I went to the Oscar Traynor everyone wasn't there. Like it wasn't the strongest. I think it was when Willie was over that time.
Don't say anything. He could be dropped this week.
Probably. But Ken said he was getting everyone on board, and I just knew if they just got everyone on board, this will be a serious outfit. Like it's a good blend of experience and young players coming through. It's the strongest I've seen the Wexford League, and since I've been in it, like competitive from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. It is probably a bit more pressure on us now because for Pat Whitty, but I have a feeling that we'll bring it home now, and hopefully we'll get the result next week now.
Yeah, and Alan, the favourite tags, what was in there about the favourites? I think he would be favourites for the AUL. The AUL is not the league what it used to be a couple of years ago, but it's starting to come back a bit. Would the favourite tags play on you a bit, or do you think you are confident enough to have that?
I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. We probably are favourites. Like we probably are favourites for it, but we don't see it like that. We just, I know it's cliche, but we take every game as it comes. Like, just play it by ear and see what happens. Work hard every game, and that's it really.
Yeah.
I've seen the AUL. The AUL are very strong. They're very well organised, if you understand me.
Well, they're near enough a club team.
Anto is as shrewd as a fox.
It's the Hardwick team.
If you understand me, yeah. They have 8 to the panel, the Hardwick team. They're well organised, well drilled, they're well schooled, if you understand me. If we're not on our game, we're in trouble. If you understand me, they're a good side. He beat a strong Leinster Senior League team up there, and they were the best team on the park. The score didn't reflect the game, so it won't be easy.
No, definitely. And just back to Alan, you've been knocking around the squad now a number of years as well. Like, can you kind of follow up what Conor said? Probably
100% is the strongest Wexford team I'm after being involved with now, and I'm after being in a lot of squads over the years. We had you as a manager one year.
So.
You know yourself, the team, like the squad we have there this year is there's no weak link in it, like, at all. Like, there's 2 or 3 players backing up every position, and it's the way to have it. Like, you have to have it that way. And
the format, Jay, do you find it a better format having to come out of Leinster rather than the way they used to, where it was groups and then quarterfinals? And
me, as I suppose, is the background wouldn't be as tough on me as it would be, say, the players, because there's more games involved. Yeah. But I actually think it's a good format. So if you, like, obviously you go win your Leinster first, and I suppose like GA, but and then go into the All Ireland. But I think if you win your Leinster, you have every bit of confidence then going into the All Ireland series.
I think that if you get to the final, you're out into the All Ireland series as well, don't you? I don't think you have to win Leinster.
Yeah, once you get into Leinster, you can qualify into the All Irelands. But Jay, you're
third and fourth place.
Yeah, you're you're around the game a long time, like myself, Aidan and Ken. Like if there's anybody from the FAI looking tonight, like I think it's definitely something the Oscar Traynor, which is the All Ireland trophy, where we're playing for the Pat Whitty Leinster one for a couple of weeks. But I'd love to see the Oscar Traynor trophy played in the Aviva. It's an All Ireland final, you know, like it is. I think that if you were to hand that as a carrot there for all leagues or county teams, whatever way you want to put it, I think it'd be massive. Like you guys had the opportunity to play on it in your FAI, but I think it should be something more. You think lads will buy into it more? I know we're getting to buy in, but from around the country, I think they might.
And I'm not just saying it because Pat Whitty with his name as well. If the people are in the FAI are listening, they might. You never know. Like you said, and then it's going to entice more people to play as well. Anyone want to play in the Viva, it's just magic. It's unbelievable. Your friends, your family, the whole last best experience ever.
Day out.
Yeah, we just might go back to Sean there. Just quickly touch on your game last week. Nicky mentioned there you had a great win in the FPI again. Eastwall, what was it like playing in those conditions last Sunday?
He wasn't playing, he's injured.
I'm still injured.
I'll give it to Connor then.
Oh, it was shocking. That was the worst I've ever played in now. Barely a game of football now, but got the early goal and that was pretty much all that happened for the rest of the game. But oh, it was shocking, lads. It was terrible. But
blown it up after 3 minutes
I
then.
wish they did now, but I'm glad we're in the next round now. We're at getting a home draw as well, so hopefully.
What day is that fixed, sir?
The 11th of February, but I don't know if that takes priority over if we win next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the FAI is taking precedent, and that's the number one competition, the FAI Junior Cup.
Yeah.
I think that will it will override the other ones. But look, you just have to get over a big game coming on the 4th to worry about before the 11th comes along anyway.
Exactly.
And on your squad, Ken, is it a close squad now of 26 or 7, or is it kind of an open squad still? Or
As I said from day one, we're looking at lads hitting form, and all players registered in the Wexford District League are available to me, if you understand me. And we will continue to pick lads on form, if you understand me. We're there to win it, if you understand me. And there's Wexford have a strong bunch of lads, if you understand me. We need it for the amount of injuries we're picking up. Do you mean every jersey's up for grabs?
Rafi, just you were probably the newest one into the squad the last couple of weeks. I think you made your debut against Kildare. Wasn't it Kildare?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how are you feeling about getting in and around it?
It was good, yeah, because I wasn't really aware of like the Oscar Traynor, and then Ken, he was blackmailing me saying if I scored 2 against Fort, he'll put me in. So
what's true then?
oh, hat trick actually, hat trick. But I only got 2. But yeah, he was good enough to bring me in. But yeah, it was very good. Like play with like all the best players at Wexford. Like I'm not taking anything for the Rovers players. Like if they're watching this, but yeah, it was just very good. Been nervous before started, but.
Was that your mum down there at the game? Actually, we were commentating on it.
No, she was commenting on the post. She didn't get to the first game, but she was commenting on it on Facebook. Yeah. But, yeah.
So you've enjoyed it anyway, being in and around, because this is your first year really playing men's football. Like you've really
I wasn't playing.
Top goal scorer in the Premier. So you're taking to the men's league really well.
It was. I wasn't playing football for like 2 years before that. I think took a break and then came back this year, so I'm not doing too bad. So
you may get your brother Dapo under your arm now and tell him to
well, he's back now, so hopefully.
For how long?
Hopefully, yeah, that's the main question.
Paul, you've won it all. Yeah, you could say you could take these weekends off, just for weekends. What makes you keep coming back and want to play every weekend? And
Sure, just the love of playing, I suppose. I think of all the years, I think Casso alluded to it, I only wasn't available for one of the years. I was just tired, to be honest with you. I had been playing hurling and Gaelic football and I was just wrecked. But it's playing for the league, like, you know. A lot of people might think that, it's Northern and Gorey and Ford, but I'd never seen it like that. I think, Nicky, you might have been the manager up in Gorey Celtic.
Yeah.
James Carty got me sent off.
Yeah.
But I think, no, that was it. There was a little, he did.
I didn't know where you were going with that for a second, but yeah.
No, there was a little bit of a row, and sure, look, you back each other up, and it wouldn't be any different
I know,
regardless of who it was. But yeah, it's the love for football and it's the love for the league, like, and the county itself. So, you know, I don't see why a player wouldn't want to play for the Oscar Traynor team.
Yeah, and I've said it before. Like I was very lucky managing with my father and all that time with Rovers that we were successful for a few years there competing with you guys. The greatest honour I ever had was going and managing the county team. Do you know, like to be the manager in that position that year. Do you know, and it still sticks with me. The year we got beat in the semi-final. Remember the year we had Gary Dempsey? You were playing.
Yep.
Shane Dempsey were beaten by Galway 1-0 in the semi-final down in Ferrycarrig. That's the one that still gets to me that day. Hopper and all them. That was a serious team, and from then on we kind of competition and Wexford kind of drifted for a couple of years after it. But it's great to see the job that Ken has done, and even the likes of yourself back as a captain. The two Pauls, I actually thought that was a good plan. Ken, did you come up with it, or was it Denny Carty, or was it Jay's idea to come up with, because you're pulling them from both sides?
Everything we do, we discuss and we do it together. Be honest with you.
Well, only one person can come up with the idea now.
No,
You didn't sit in the room and the three you sit around and say we all have the same idea.
The job we said was we'd all said if we got everyone to buy in,
Yeah.
it gave us a chance. And in fairness, all the lads bought in, if you understand me. And why wouldn't it? You mean as if you have an experience of Mick Larkin in the dressing room and experience of Denny, if you understand me, and the respect the lads have for Jay, if you understand me, and Lee, the goalkeeper, and Andrew, if you understand me, the physio, if you understand me, the respect the lads have for all them, and they see the effort we're putting in, they're putting it back tenfold, if you understand me.
I suppose the buy-in be easy enough when you see the management team that's there. When you look around, as Conor said, he knows Paul is playing, Paul here, Paul Murphy's playing, Sean Murphy's playing. To get that buy-in, I think it's easy then when they're all there. But how do you then as manager gel them all together to make sure it works? And it has been working in fairness, 3 good wins.
Well, I think the lads could answer that. Anyway, I think the dressing room was relaxed. If you understand me, we're all in it together. There's no blame. If you understand me, we're all in to win it. If you understand me, we said out at the start that we're do the best together. If you understand me, and we're working hard together as a group. And like it's hard. Like Paige is out, Owen is out, Sean is there. That's just off the side of me. The lads are there injured. If you understand, we're trying to keep them involved.
That was my next thing in my head. I was there. Obviously, you can see a bit of unity within the panel when you see the 3 lads carrying a couple of knocks and bangs, and they're still here tonight to try and promote what is going on. So, like, fair play to the boys as well.
We brought Kieran in. Kieran is finished for the year, so he's part of the management team now. So, I mean, he's the newest member, if you understand me. We're hoping to have
a few grey hairs starting already, Kieran.
We're hoping to have everyone else back, Nicky.
Yeah.
Kieran
and Owen, the both of you, obviously you started the season on fire with North End. Two of you are picking up a couple of injuries. I think Owen, you'll be back sooner than Kieran, but you're out for a little while.
Yeah, hopefully now get the operation soon and get to start the road to recovery back. But yeah, this season's unfortunate for me, but I think it's an opportunity for everyone else to come in and put in their shift. So yeah.
You joined North End this year. Big jump from Bowes. At the minute we can well, Aidan won't let me talk about any other rumours going on this week, so we have to wait until next week to talk about all the other rumours. But how has it been to jump over from Bowes over to North End?
Yeah, as you said there at the start, North End are probably not only the best team in Wexford, but probably one of the best teams in Ireland. So like having the opportunity to join to try and go win these big competitions in Ireland, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. So it's a kind of personal decision to go and try win these big competitions, and then hopefully, as it comes, then win the Wexford and the titles in Wexford as well. So that's just kind of a bonus, yeah.
You can't wait to get back then, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully this man will be back before me and he'll help spur the lads on.
How are you coming along, Owen?
Sure, I'm getting there, Nicky, but sure, it's going to take a while yet.
You haven't put on any weight or anything though, so you must be doing something.
That's why I've had my arms folded. You can't see it. But no, we're running out of games now at the minute, so it's a bit of a race against time at the minute. So
when are you hoping? March, is it sometime you're hoping?
March, yeah, kind of beginning of March, hopefully.
With all things going
good, yeah.
Hopefully Ken and the boys will keep you in it. You might have something in the Oscar Traynor
exactly,
the latter stages.
Well, in fairness to Ken, like, he keeps us all involved anyway. I'm out a long time now, like since the first game against Kilkenny, and he's keeping us involved the whole way through, so happy enough, like.
So looking forward to seeing both of you back on the pitch soon.
Yeah.
So because we're lucky in Wexford, aren't we, Aidan, to have that
Yeah, I just
the
want
like
to
of
go,
the lads around, like.
I want to go back to Jay there, 'cause I know you said it's a show for done right, but it's drove me soft over the years, so I think we could have a quick little discussion on it. This FAI junior team, it drove me mad the lack of Wexford people on it. I'll just give example, I know maybe Paul, maybe, are you eligible because of the League of Ireland? Yeah, Connor beside you, to me, probably the best right back in Wexford, Leinster for the last 10 years, not even.
Even last Sean is probably the first time I seen him last year. I don't know where the chap has been hiding, to be honest with you.
He's up in Carnew, up in the mountains up there somewhere.
No,
yeah,
and I think it was one of the
them
games
lads
last
only
year.
come out at night, most of the time.
It was one of the games
Can't
last
play
year in
fellas.
North End, I think, and I think it was could have been Mark and Paul, and I said to Paul, who's that chap? It's like just a big man mountain, like, and just, you know.
Yeah.
I just never seen the chap before, and I said to myself, wow, he's very good. He can get across the ground. He can play. He's strong. And then obviously Paul Murphy beside him. Now I know Paul can't play. Gary Glaney can't play. They can play in certain games.
Yeah.
But even like Sakasso, Sean, Paul Murphy, Alan Rhodes, even
Yeah.
Skinny the way he started the season.
Yeah.
Owen,
Paul
I'd say
Brennan.
last count, Paul Brennan. You know,
You know, another one, Ryan Busher, with a little bit
There's a-
more with
there's
him,
a-
like,
like-
so.
There's a Leinster team to be picked now, I think, shortly, isn't there?
yeah. But what I
nothing
have to
about
laugh at,
John
Aidan, now maybe I'm out of order saying this. I do be looking at Instagram and Facebook and all that, and looking at these fellas in Dublin putting up the goals they're scoring against Farmers. Well, sure, if that chap was playing in Dublin, he'd score 150 goals.
Yeah.
You know, but
So I agree with you. I think
I don't understand, like, even like the manager in Dublin, and I can't think of the fella's name who's over the team now. He
Well, that's
played.
saying anyway, just in
Well,
case.
he played. Well, he played again all of us. Like, he marked us. He played centre half. I'm not sure
Yeah.
the chap's name. But if he don't understand, like, all the Dublin teams, not again Gory, but for the last 10 years,
They're
down to
not
North
Dublin.
End. Well, no, but down to North End for the last 10, we bet you them.
Yeah.
the
You
goalkeepers,
know, and then you
couple of
look at
goalkeepers over the years.
couple of weeks' time, like, and they're all in on the Irish junior team. But I just think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you.
It is. I know it's Roy Keane gave out for years when he was even breaking through as a young lad, saying because he wasn't from Dublin, he couldn't get into the Irish underage setup. They don't seem to look outside of Dublin a whole lot. And you would have found it. We found it when we were managing. Well, I'm sure the Gorey lads are finding now. When clubs come down to you from Dublin, they're surprised to see the facilities.
Yeah.
Then they're surprised to say these lads, these coaches can actually play a little bit of football. Like, yeah, we can. Like, you know, like. Football isn't just played inside of Dublin. There is a very, very high standard.
For a while, that's why he was getting picked, I think.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So,
And he'd be given out if he wasn't.
The semi-final is Sunday week. You know, you're saying a couple of injuries, but other than that, all in good health.
We've a load of injuries, if you understand me, but we will have a team available and hopefully the team will get the job done, if you understand me. But I'll be honest with you, Anto's shrewd as a fox. They're a good side, well organised, well drilled, if you understand me, and we'll need big support from everyone from Wexford down on the night, or on the day, if you understand me, because it's Ferrycarrig, it's not
Saturday or
Ferrycarrig, 2 o'clock, isn't it?
2 o'clock on Sunday the 4th.
That's provisionally now, I think, now, so unless Ken decides to change it.
No, I think it's in stone, if you understand me. So it's done, but we need big support down for the lads to keep them on. Well organised to be a good Leinster Senior League, if you understand me, so we won't be taking them for granted anyway. They're a good side.
And I'd agree there with Ken 100%. It is like we only have one county team playing football. You know, like anybody who's involved in football should be getting down and support these lads. Like the Wexford team at the minute, it's the cream of the crop. They're good footballers, and get down and support them because everybody should be looking to try to get to these boys' levels.
Get them on an FAI team. So we just finish up with Paul. You're one of the captains. Said before, you've won it all. You've captained it all. What would it mean to win it this year? The Leinster one being called after Pat. Be extra special, wouldn't it?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Any tournament you win is special, but obviously because of the importance of this one to the Wexford League, everyone here knows, and everyone who's probably going to watch this knows what Pat done for the league for so many years. You know, soldiered around and tried to promote the game and tried to make things better for us. So it is, Casso said, it's added motivation for us to win it. But look, we won't think about that next week. You know, if we get to the final, maybe it might start creeping into our thoughts. But you know, for now, it's a semi-final, and everyone here knows that sometimes a semi-final is harder than a final ever is. So you know, we'll stay focused, and we'll try to get to the game with no more injuries. I know there's games this weekend, obviously, so we'll be hoping that we have a clean bill of health. We'll be hoping Paul don't sign for Bray because he'll be a huge help to us.
Yeah, he will. Right.
Any news on that, boys?
He'll see. He'll hate to talk about that one. See that? Now there is the camera. He won't allow us to talk about anybody else, but he will.
No, but it's true. You know, he is a huge help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? League of Ireland
Ash's
clubs are
massive.
not League of Ireland clubs are not looking at him because he's a bad player.
Yeah,
Um,
very true.
and look, any help we can get, we'll take.
Yeah, look, just want to thank you all for coming in, Ken and the team, and wish you all the best. And I urge everyone to get down to Ferrycarrig Sunday week to watch Wexford playing the Pat Whitty Trophy.